Hi, my name is Neil Bubke, and I'm the Director of Music and Fine Arts here at the United Methodist Church of Whitefish Bay. I'd like to welcome you to the first of 6 summer live stream concerts that we'll be offering. Tonight's soloist is Johanna Schilling. She's a full-time instructor of piano at UWM, has played for various community choir events, and has also played at the Milwaukee Ballet. Johanna has been a soloist with orchestras, performing the Saint-Saëns Piano Concerto No. 2, as well as the beautiful Rachmaninoff Piano Concerto No. 2. She's an incredible pianist and an amazing human. I welcome Johanna Schilling. Thank you, Johanna. That was a really fun way to start the evening. What was the name of that piece and who wrote it?
That was La Morena Coqueta by Joaquin Tarina. He's a Spanish composer, and he wrote a whole bunch of pieces called Spanish Women, and this one is The Brown-Haired Flirt. So I have a lot of fun playing it.
It sounded beautiful. Can you tell us what else is going to be on your program tonight?
Sure. I've got 5 short pieces. They're all written by composers who lived at the end of the 1800s, around the turn of the century. It's a lot of French composers, Spanish. It was just kind of this, generally we call it impressionistic period. So there's a lot of colorful, dramatic music. This first piece was something I just pulled out about 2 weeks ago, so it's very new for me, but I love it a lot. So much fun. The next piece I'll be playing is a barcarolle by Flore, and he's a French composer, and a barcarolle was actually a musical form that was derived from the songs the gondoliers would sing when they were pulling their boats, their gondoliers through Venice. I guess I said a wrong word in there. Anyway, so technically it's just a boat song, but if you listen to it, the rhythm is kind of, it's the rocking of a boat, but as if you were pushing it along, or so it just reminds me a lot of rowing, or if you've ever been sailing and you run out of wind, you still have to paddle your boat back in. So that's what it reminds me of, being stuck in the Milwaukee Bay with a paddle on a sailboat and having to paddle back in. So.
Well, I'm familiar with the famous barcarolle by Chopin and a couple barcarolles by Mendelssohn and Liszt, but I've never heard of the one by Flore, so I'm excited to hear it.
Thank you.
That was lovely.
Thank you.
So when I introduced you earlier, I had mentioned that you've played the Saint-Saëns Second Piano Concerto as well as the Rachmaninoff. But I forgot that you recently played Beethoven's Third Piano Concerto in C minor with the Milwaukee Philharmonic. Tell me what that experience was like.
Oh, that was a great one. It's not often that you get to play with a full orchestra, and in this case, I got to play with an orchestra made up of many people that I was friends with, I had gone to school with. It was a great experience, and getting to play a Beethoven concerto with a whole orchestra it's a rare opportunity, and it was one of those once in a lifetime experiences. So,
And who was the conductor of that event?
that was Matthew McKeever.
And how did you know Matthew?
Oh, we were. He was a student at UWM while I was teaching, and we started working together there. I was the orchestra conducting pianist for his class, where he and other graduate conducting students would practice their conducting. So I would play the entire orchestra parts reduced down to the piano and try to keep up with them.
Well, I received an email from Matthew McKeever earlier this week, and it sounds like the Milwaukee Philharmonic is planning to continue another season. I think this coming season might be their third or fourth, and they're in the planning process right now. So I'm hoping that if not this coming season, possibly the next, you'll be performing with them again.
That's always a wonderful time.
So what do you have in store for us next?
All right, next I have two pieces by a Polish composer named Roman Sztatkowski. And he's a very little-known composer. Mostly we just know Chopin when we think of Polish music. But he wrote a good amount of piano music, and I just started learning some of it. And I'm going to play two pieces, a prelude and then a toccata.
That was completely inspiring. Every time I hear an amazing pianist, I want to go home and practice. That's what I tell my students. So looks like I'll be staying up really late tonight. You said that composer was Stokowski?
That's right.
Was he also a famous conductor, or two very separate? This isn't like Leopold?
No, Stokowski with an A, unfortunately.
Okay. So what's next on your program?
I just thought I would end with Clair De Lune, which is something I've been playing since high school when I was growing up in Sheboygan County, and it's just a lovely way to end the evening.
Well, thanks again for being with us and for kicking off our summer live stream concert series. Let's hear from Sweet Bergamesque, Clair De Lune.
Thank you for having me tonight.
Thank you very much, Johanna. It was a pleasure hearing you play tonight. Thanks to all of you who joined in from home. We hope you enjoyed the evening. We've got 5 other scheduled live stream concerts coming up, and you can check the church website and Facebook for that information as it comes forward. If you'd like to reach out to Johanna, you can probably find her on Facebook, Johanna Brahm. And just one last time, I'd like to thank you so much for coming and playing tonight.
Thank you for having me.
We'd also like to thank our sound and audio technician, Mr. Timothy Karth. Thanks for making it happen, Tim. We'll see you in June for our next concert with pianist Joseph Hauer. Until then, stay safe.